Hello, hello, testing. Hello, hello, testing. Alright. Hello, hello, testing. Alright.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Turn it on pro just to make it harder a little bit. I'm in the preseason right now. And we're playing against Baltimore Ravens. Well, let's go. Should do yellow for color rush. Put it on pro, Logan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know. Pinch Bucko. It's best defensive play if you're trying to sack the quarterback. Usually it works a lot.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about
Or the
6
fullback.
across the one.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram.
I think I ran into somebody there.
In the first half, you've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Got him for the loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson nowhere to escape,
Sacked.
and he goes down. The perennial
Yeah,
Pro Bowler,
sack.
Aaron Donald gets the
They gotta
sack.
get 20 yards, otherwise they have
Now
to
after
punt.
that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And
Nope.
he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Horrible
Call
return.
that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the
Packers
first time.
don't have as much good
They'll be
pass
led out
plays
by the
as
MVP of the
the
National Football
Broncos,
League in 2018,
but
the former Texas Tech Red
gotta
Raider,
do
Patrick Mahomes.
what I gotta do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the
Pretty
drive,
good.
a
Now I'm gonna
success,
do a
19
run.
yards.
Halfback
So
stretch.
quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Marlon
How many yards did I get on that play? 7. Oh wait, 3.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
Titans
So
bench.
pellets go up.
Or
Still a
try
nice
to pass
play by
it
the
to
defense.
Jones maybe, or my chum.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Got around
Gain
one
of
guy.
3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Turn this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Go short.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
That sucks. First drive. Interception.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They keep on yelling outside coming.
On 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
Still works.
Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack.
What is that?
In there to get him yet again. That is his
3 times in a row behind the line.
They can't figure him out.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points.
Pretty good pass. First quarter's over.
Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
We're scoreless after 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a
Why's my coach on the field?
And we see another pitch and catch running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh my gosh.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
No one's guarding that guy. I think it's stupid to run play right now, but...
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And
What?
he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
That's stupid.
So they
That's
decline it,
punt.
as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Oh, I forgot.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete.
He got
as
it
well.
away.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape.
He's not even trying.
Down. Khalil Mack, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe
Who's the guy that
we get
keeps
it.
trash
3rd and long.
talking,
Why are you
man?
calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're
Okay.
silly, and it leads to a play action
You can
sack.
trip, I guess. That was stupid.
Was hoping to make
Then
a
we get a
play
chance
there
to
to
return it.
return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up, it's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make
He
the
missed
play they were
it.
seeking, though.
Why does the wrong guy keep
First
trying to
play of
catch
the
it?
drive there is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Packers.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Julio Jones.
Mahomes to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
What?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little
fell
further down
over.
inside the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Gonna need it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards in the completion.
3rd and 9.
Third down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and
Got
he
that
goes
sack.
down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll
My
tamp
ball.
it down in a big way.
Yeah,
After the half, so it doesn't really matter.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26 is okay return, 1 yard more than
And Green
but let
Bay
it go.
ready to go
But
as they take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third
I guess
quarter.
I like the way you term that because now
Probably
I think
past
they
the
can go
Ross.
deeper into their playbook.
fastest player in the
I like what
NFL.
they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more.
Well, that didn't
with
work.
some things they didn't see in the
But it got
first
me a
half.
good amount of yardage.
Just that. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson are my quarterbacks. That's really good.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down.
So if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt, Russell Wilson will go in, so it's not bad.
Now 30 yards between those last
But Patrick Mahomes is like 99 overall.
Came together there in breaking route.
I think most of my wide receivers are in the 90s, except for Ross, which is the fastest player.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Wilson dancing to his left. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.
Might have been able to run it in there, but
7-yard touchdown grab.
I'll try for
And
the fake, I
Packers are
guess.
able to stretch that lead out further.
It's going to be hard.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Always need it when they're in the end zone. That is smart, but no way.
Second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
Loss of yards.
No time for discouragement. Just got to get back
Loss
to
of
it, right?
yard.
Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and
They
11.
double teaming me.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I think Richard Sherman's on my team because I traded him.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Off the punt.
72 yards on the punt return. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Watch him knee it.
In the end zone.
Yep.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Pinch Bucko.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
3 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion. Oh yeah, they're double teaming me for sure.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because you remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut.
Now they get to go again.
To learn for these games.
10 yards there. Good.
They're scared of the outside rush from the linebackers.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Now look
Fumble.
at Griffin.
Fumble.
He lost the football. It's loose.
What's stupid?
On plays like
He's
this,
standing
with the
on
ball
top
comes
of
free,
it.
it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually
Flag
looking
offense
in the other
holding.
direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
He's got 30 yards.
Easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right.
Defensive film session tomorrow, maybe and the pressure gets to him again.
Was that 3 in a row?
Rashawn Gary in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Keeps pausing for some reason. Can't get around him.
Ross on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball. Move it downfield. Run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Nah, I'm going to let them go back on the field.
Check Mike. Tempo.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this one's
What?
incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned
Run.
up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are
Holy
they handling
crap.
it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive
He almost
football
got
team?
through.
Brandon, it's
But
clearly a running
who
situation.
didn't?
When you're up in the 4th quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to
Stop doing that, please.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
What?
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
3rd and long. It's Wilson on the move to his
My brother
left.
keeps turning his controller
Incomplete.
on.
He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and
We'll
find
try
something.
it.
There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jake.
Well, I wasn't paying
And
attention.
a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this doesn't
Yeah,
end
that
well
was
at all
stupid.
as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott.
No.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That sucks.
Jaleel Scott, 47 yards. And the
I
Ravens
still
cut
won.
into that lead. And a nice
Oh, they're
job by him
going
to
for
catch
it.
the slant and then
Right.
navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best
You don't
asset,
get it.
which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
No.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Ferguson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt
2-minute
about it.
warning.
If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open
Guess I'll do
downfield. You
some
can only cover
runs.
for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, where's
I know
half
that
back?
every now and then we get those meetings with
Right there.
coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule.
Try to
when
get the
they're moving
first
football.
down.
But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on
Whoa.
schedule is trying to get 4
Didn't
downs on
think
first
I got
down.
it.
They did that,
Nope.
plus 3.
They keep chiming the
They'll
clock.
run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and
Well, I
dropped
better go
behind the
for
line
it.
there.
There's no point
The
of not
Ravens
going
gonna
for
use
it.
the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to
Oh,
do
the
next.
kicker.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to
Wasted.
get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it's just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
Shoot.
The throw there finding its way to... Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. To throw again on second down. Griffin. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now it's Griffin. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm here all day.
Throwing again. Griffin throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Griffin. Nowhere to escape,
Sack.
and he goes down. Rashawn Gary bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now inside the 50.
I'm gonna score.
Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No huddle, no huddle.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra, right? Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Devontae Adams.
Oh, what happened?
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that what was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you
All right,
practiced
thanks for
all week
watching.
without major adjustments, just doing them better.
Subscribe and like